This is batch 2017. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Are you the one presenting for your circle? Please start presenting, please. We don't have more time.
Hello, hello. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Start to present. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Are you hearing me?
Go ahead and start to present. I can hear you.
Okay, this is Chris Ejimofo. Okay, this is batch 2017, 8th August, batch 1231, circle 2. President, shelters. Dada Oluwaseun, kind and blessing.
You don't need to say all.
Olukule Solu.
Hello. 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 Can you hear me? Hello. You don't need to say their names. Just go straight to your action plan because of network.
And objective. People know what MMM is all about. Its ideology, how MMM works, its rules, benefits, and the caution involved. Introduction. Country at the center of the Indonesia Peninsula in Southeast Asia. Thailand has a total of 7 million people by the 2015 estimated. It has a second largest economy in South Asia. Indonesia. The major occupation of Thailand is farming. Tourism. Thailand has 76 provinces, 887 districts. Currency, baht, and about equal $1 is 93.5%. Coke. In Thailand, 0.9% of the population lives below the national poverty line. In 2013, 80% of the country's 7.3 million poor lives in rural areas. An additional 1 million we are living within 20% above the national poverty line, vulnerable to falling back into poverty. We be receptive to accept the ideology of financial freedom. Do not, when they making money and hear of all the wonderful bonuses would come along. Preparation plan. 1. Establish and create an enabling friendly environment with the ties. On social media, introducing them. Are you hearing me, sir?
I can hear you. I said I've already told you before. Skip these preambles and move to your plan of actions immediately, because network, we can't trust network. It can break off anytime. So that I would have heard the most important part of your presentations. Leave the preambles, that's the data that follows, and go straight to your action plan of those tasks immediately.
Okay. The action plans. Day 1. Traveling logistic documents, transportation to the through and fro. Secure residential apartment / base of operation. Employ an interpreter and connect to Thai social group work. 2,000. Payment in Thailand. Payment for production of promotional material like flyers, t-shirts and caps and so on. 1,005. 6. On air and online publicity. 2,000. The team will sponsor some clarity function, a less privileged outfit, orphanages and motherless homes. Kosi MMM Thailand. 2. 8. Seminar and official launching of MMM Thailand. 1,005. News. Grand total is $22,200. People with minimum of 10 registration per day, which will turn into 700 registration in 7 days. To task 2. A week have passed. You are 4 men. The average contribution of the to structure is around $300 under the regulation of MMM Global. 30% growth in terms of payment starting with the first contribution. Your task is to members and the contribution you have to order. First week, 700 members. 1,400 registered. Third week, 2,100 participants. Week 1 and total $300 times 700, 2,100 equals to $210. $300 times 1,004. Total should be 423. $300 times 2,001 to $630,000. $300 times 2,800 equals to $40,000. Grand total is 100,000. I move to tax 3. Week, pay 2 days and total. One, $210 percent plus $20 times 100 $210 equals to $7,000. Two, $420 times 30% plus $20. 1,400 for 1,400 plus $420,000 equals to $574,000. Three, $30,000 times 30% plus $20. $20 times 2,100. $630,000 equals to $661,000. Four, $40,000 times 30% plus $20 times 2,800. For $840,000, 1,148,000. Grand total $2,700,000. The weekly contribution for second month will now be average contribution of and 50% growth. Week contribution and total. One, $300 times 1,500 and equals to $1,063,200. $300 times 5,316 equals to $1,594,800. Three, $300 times 7,974 equals to $392,200. $300 times 11,960 equals to $3,588,300. Grand total $8,038,500. Now, with the 3,588,300 PH from the list 11,961 participants, $300 each. For the 11,961 participants to be paid their 30% Mavro growth and the selection bonus, the following has to be considered. $1,063,000 for the payment of the 30% for the 11,161 participants at $90 each. $2,002,200 20% registration bonus. 11,961 participants. Mavro growth and the registration bonus addition sum of 180 be generated by the system to pay the maybe to pay up the 11,000 and 61 participants. So mathematically, assuming that hello? Hello? Hello, are you hearing me?
I can hear you. I
Okay.
can hear you. Go ahead.
Task 4.
Okay.
After 2 months, you have the number of participants and the deposit that you have. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within the next month. A week after the start of the month, there is the local holiday. Then I go to the summary. Third month projection with growth rates initially at 50% and drastic drop to 75%. Contribution and total. $300 times 17,942 equals to 1,382,600. $300 4,481.85 equals to 1,345,003 times 1,121 equals to 366,300. That $300 times 280 to $84,000. Total grant total should be 748,400. Applying 30% growth, 20% registration bonus, and the referral bonus for the payout will be week. Payout date after 30 days should be 1,382,600 plus dollars times 17,942 plus 1,794,200 times 10% plus 5,382,600. 1,305,500 times 30% plus $20 times 4,005 plus 448,500 times 10% plus 148,500 equals to 800. 336,300 times 30% plus $20 times 1,121. 1,121 times 10% plus 36,300 equals to 47,820. 4. $84,000 times 30% plus $20 times 280 plus 2,000 times 10% plus 84,000 117,600. Grand total should be million 7,760. Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. I can hear you. Hello. Go ahead.
To task 5. Your plan didn't work out.
Hello.
You do not enough new registration and new deposit to cost of the current deposit. Now, right member of new participant to register and contribute and contribution to cover the previous contribution as a result failed plan. The follow actions will come to be: 1. Drawing board and establish what went wrong and negligence. How many participants and the contribution we need to stay afloat? Needed resources and tools to help in operation. All over again from the beginning and avoid future. After this, the next line of action is to engage in the following to save Thailand from balance up our previous month and also stabilize the 1. Teach them ideology all over again and calm their fears. That 2. Training of more guiders from Thailand will be useful. 3. And strong promotion of the use of Bitcoin. Allow the funds. 3. The funds of other communities to system here in Thailand. And being that Bitcoin attracts a 50% interest, it will be another from the motivation for participants. Testimonial videos of all our participants must be shared on feedback timeline, tagging at least 50 people each. We have 1,000 diners. We would react well. We will reach 100,000 people, which would result to new participants averagely new sign up mean more deposit. We will also organize leaders training program for all participants and encourage them to at least 10 new participants each. As information management is one of the very important key, we will use the media and the social communication group to encourage further panic. During this impairment increase of 10 days, it is almost reduced. Contribution to the situation as said in which they are frozen, available for withdrawal with the situation will right itself. No, as per old condition, are not frozen and available as usual. Of action and another month resources condition. Then my strategies goes like this. With respect to the recent development as post mode will be activated, old Mavro be frozen for and Mavro growth will cease, depending when fully functional. We will create a YouTube channel of happiness and other MMM related videos since our plans are not working out. Sanitize and explain to them what pause mode is all about and the reason through personal office. So work hard to rebuild their trust in the by educating them on past from other countries. We will have to continue with the teachings of MMM ideology and work getting their fears and panic. That way, start registering again and increase the number of participants we have at hand. And also, Mavro will be reflected as Mavro 0% in their as it is no longer growing. The way for about 92 hours after the request to provide the help have been made. Whereas Mavro 30 reason for more guiders and the leaders from Thailand and increase of referral bonus to about 15% will be useful so as to testimonial videos to about 7%. And this will as the pause mode is active. And if community is restored back glory, the pause mode will be lifted and all the changed and the increment will be reverted back to it after what it used to be. The transparency of MMM will also long way to the community back to full functionality. To more active in the and always be on ground. We will make that MMM is a community of people and for the people by engaging in seminars and presentation end of pause mode. So carry intensive sanitization on how MMM works and the importance of and jihad to the growth of the system and the community. Task 7. If have been insufficient to reverse the situation, place all the Mavros are removed from the beginning. Serious negative impact of the members. Favorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass who have to make a fresh start in such condition. A plan under specific conditions for a month. Measure. Week 1, introduction of online reputation management, ORM. Week 2, awareness, non-stop seminar and week 3, introduce the concept of Bitcoin and also increase the Mavro growth to them. Week 4, outstanding help from our countries, videos and all Thailand through social group and media. Result. First of all, we will consult of MMM in other countries, especially those around founder of MMM, Segi Mavrodi. With this restored to the community is total evaluation of our work so far. Try to take to avoid restart from again. We will educate them concept of exchanging in which Bitcoin on massive awareness of what restart means and the situation at hand. They will avoid that in the nearest future. We shall source funds from other countries by registering participants globally and present how MMM works. You need to be spent with your spare money, life savings, constant pH, GH, and sustain the system. Also, that MMM is sent to reaching the rich and the poor, and not an investment plan. Increase the of 30% once the system is back and healthy. We will through ideologies of MMM with optimal tools use and knowledge acquired with a registration target of 10 people daily. A high speed for communication, training, and MMM ideology. Training of people on MMM ideology, MMM and MMM, and how to navigate the MMM website. With the growing knowledge, we acquire guidance to create a YouTube channel, worksheet and the slides, Bitcoin wallet, and so on. The team was MMM Thailand and MMM Global. To create a rollout and use the knowledge of analysts to implement. We capitalize on the opportunities of and try to avoid and threats and the weaknesses. We also obey the rules and culture of Thailand, both several offline events and charities as well, making them the ideology of MMM and also register to the financial free. Establish the idea of exchange and taught Nigerians living in Thailand to send money outcome. Together, we can change the world. Thank you.
Thank you for that presentation. I will make some few corrections. Remember, MMM is a peer-to-peer financial system or community, and MMM does not have a central account. So when we use the word to pay people, it means that MMM is paying people. But let's remember that MMM is not holding anybody's money. The transaction is between members. It's a peer-to-peer donor system where I donate to you, you donate to another person, and just like that, we donate to each other. To reframe, when you are sending the documents to my email, you have to change those parts you said to pay off or to do that has to be edited. That is one. Two is that.
Hello? Okay.
Did you hear that part? Did you hear what I said earlier?
I didn't hear. Network is bad here.
Okay, I said that we should have in mind or we should remember that MMM is not paying anybody. A marker. So any part in your document that you have that we need so amount to pay so number of people, Remember, MMM does not have a central account. Remember,
Okay.
we don't pay and we don't collect. So it should be to settle so number of get help. You understand? Not to pay.
Okay.
MMM is not paying people, it's matching people to get their donations across the board. That is one. Two
Okay.
is that the idea for the business game is for managers, that's guiders, understand what goes on within the system and what
All
makes
right.
delays to take, the nature of the delays that takes place and what it finally causes. You know, the setback
Okay.
that started with the normal event that was holding, the national event that was holding in Thailand, made people to start to either hold their money in order to entertain people or to go and start getting help immediately.
Okay.
You saw how it took them towards pause the rest of and even to restart. This is the same way or inactions in the Nigerian MMM is the one dragging us towards where we find ourselves today. So we have to encourage our participants. Once you become a manager and you have your structure, you have to educate them about the ideologies of MMM. That is
All right.
practicing with spare money. And what does it mean to practice
Nice.
or to make use of spare money in MMM? It means it's going to
Okay.
be money that you will not be needing. Shouldn't be loan, house rent, school fees, feeding allowance, and the rest of it. Because if those
Okay.
people in Thailand had realized the full ideology of MMM, the money that they were using to run the donation would have been money that they will not be needing in that festive period.
Okay.
Understand this. And I also want us to know this. Chris, I think you're the one I was talking to. So we finished about the presentation. I will send my email so that you forward your
Okay.
email. The document you're going to forward should contain the names of the active participant, not anybody's name. It should be active participant that one way or the other contributed to this coming out. Like Circle 4, why I didn't hold Circle 4 presentation is that someone joined and said present because he is not the presenter. We
Okay.
all should be able to present in case other people are having network problems. That is the essence of
Okay.
teamwork. And that's one of the reasons
Okay.
this
Yes.
business game was created, for us to understand the strength in teamwork. This apart, we are done with the business game for Circle 2. Then I am going to
Okay.
speak
Thank
about
you.
something. Yes. Chris, you're the one I was talking with in the general room, right?
Yes. Yes.
Are you Ejimofo, right?
Yes.
A mentor has two works. He is to mentor you and to mark your task.
Okay.
So finding your mentor, he should mark your task if he has forgotten. That is to remind him if he has forgotten. An insult.
Okay.
I am paid to be your mentor. It's my job. And from
All
preparation
right.
day till this day, you have not reminded. I have been marking tasks. We are up to 108 students, 109 students, and all of them is only a few that I mark their tasks without corrections. An average of
Okay.
I have marked their tasks not less than 3 or 4 times. Times 100 students times 4. What does it give you?
I understand.
And you are telling me that you are reminding me if I forgot to mark your task. Is that a right
No,
thing? No, no.
no.
Is that
I thought maybe as in due to the loads of work that you are passing through. I understand the nature of your job, the
okay?
loads of work. Maybe that's
Let
why.
me take you by your words. Let me take you by your words. You thought
I'm just
because of the load.
sympathizing with you because of the nature of the
Coming.
job you do. I know that we are a lot of
I'm
people.
coming.
You understand
Wait.
that?
I, wait. I'm coming. Let me ask you. Let me use your word. You say because of the load of work I am doing. Now, somebody who has the load of work he's doing is active. Saying that you should remind to mark your task. Just see it that way. I
Okay,
don't, I don't, I don't,
mean to
I don't.
insult you or putting it here, because even in my most people are complaining in our WhatsApp group. I try to let them know that because of the nature of the job, maybe you have not gotten to our own side. Maybe I don't know that putting it that way
Yeah, sorry.
How many of your tax
to
is removed?
it's only one that
Tax is
only that the business that feedback video, our group presentation. That's all.
and that's why you ran out
This
of patience.
that
You ran out of patience to now remind me to mark your tax.
no,
The word.
out of
Listen,
patience. Me, I be one kind.
I read your comment. What
No,
what
not
I even in my private life I learned. And the person that taught me that is a lady, is a woman. The person is in MMM.
okay.
She's a mentor. She happened to be my mentor. And at the end of the day, I became a mentor. She taught me one thing: patience. And is that patience that
Okay.
I use for everybody, even in my private life. I'll allow you to play out. I take things easy to
Okay.
play out. If you go to
Okay.
another batch, or if you have friends that are in other batches, find out how they are faring. Okay, so what the little thing I have to put across to every one of us is that MMM is responsible and is a style, is a way of life. You have to
Okay.
live with it. You have to follow those things. Is patience, and you need it. You don't have
Okay.
to remind
Okay.
a mentor. If you check the timeline, the guidance school is 2 weeks. How many weeks have you spent here? Can you remember how many weeks have you spent here?
It's
Not,
not up to 2 weeks.
not really.
Is a week.
No,
And if I,
the
if,
weekend. Weekend, some
yes,
days.
and if you had presented on Monday, you have been a graduate by now. So in 1 week,
I know.
of something that is supposed to be 2 weeks, in 1 week, I made you graduate, or God made us to graduate. And you say you are
Thank
reminding
you.
me
Thank you
because
for
I
that.
forgot. It's not.
You
I
are
am
offended.
continuing so that you understand, reminding me in case I forgot. Um, one, second one graduated. These ones that passed all their tasks, they graduated on Monday. Second four, I think second
I'm
four, they would
hearing
have
you.
graduated. They would have graduated yesterday, but my network struck or everything was graduated now.
Okay.
So you don't remind them because of your sooner I finish with your batch, I mark all of you. That's why I want every. That's why I even go far to like instruct you how to do your task so that you just pass it. Because the sooner I score all
Okay.
of
Thank you.
you graduate and move on, the better for me. So that I focus on another batch. Okay, good. On a happy note now, please, because tonight a lot of us will graduate. Please, before you click on get certificate, cross check your profile detail, especially your PO email. Make sure it is correct. If it's correct,
My,
then
especially
click on get
what?
certificate. Your profile PO. You know, in your profile,
Okay. Okay.
you have
Yes.
your
Yes.
PO email. In your profile, you have your PO
Okay.
email. So please cross check if it's correct. Because the moment you click certificate, you're sending your data to TRO automatically your data to TRO for upgrade, which in 2 or 3 days time, or in fact, in less than 2 days time, you're upgraded. So please check it out.
Hello, come again. Network is back. You say what?
Please, before you click on get certificate, kindly make sure
Okay,
that
I
your
should cross-check
yes,
my
if your
right?
yes, if it's correct,
Okay,
okay, if
okay,
it's correct, if it's not correct,
okay,
you need it to be sure it's correct, so that you will not have any hitch when CRO
okay,
will want to upgrade.
okay,
Okay, so thank you to all of us. I appreciate all of us. Remember, I will drop my email for you to send the full document and also have as the content the names of people who
okay,
are successful. Okay, so thank
okay,
you. Remember, MMM is responsible, and let's keep pushing up towards financial apocalypse. Good night.
okay. Thank you.
All
It's
right.
nice meeting you.